What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a new video. I hope all of you are having a fantastic day because I'm having a fantastic day. I have two special guests. I got Beach Nuggets behind the camera. Say hi.
Hi.
And I have Josh, who's a colleague slash friend. And before we get started on this video, I just want to make sure all of you hit that subscribe button up here.
Bing.
This bing right there. You got to hit that subscribe button because I do appreciate it. What we have here today, we have what we call a Flex Track 45. So this is a mechanized carriage system for longer weld seams. Now, Josh, I got a question for you. Why would somebody be interested in upgrading to something like this?
Well, one, the simplicity of it. It's a lot smaller, simpler to use than a fully automated system. It's really good for doing long welds. Now, maybe you're making tanks. You can get a circular track, you can do horizontal or vertical welds with this. Repeatability is excellent.
We have a chunk, an I-beam chunk right here, so this could be a similar application. So if you had a wider I-beam, you can put the carriage right in the I-beam, and then the torch can follow this fillet weld right here. So this would be a similar application. You see this in commercial vehicles. The support beams for flatbed trailers, a lot of those are welded, those fillet welds. So instead of spending all that money, maybe based on your budget, for automation or hard automation, you could start off with a simple track like this in your manufacturing facility or your garage or whatever you're doing. So I call it a mechanized track system. What are some other terms you hear for something like this?
Oftentimes this type of system is going to be called a buggo, based off of the brand name buggo. Carriage, tractor, all various different terms for this machine.
If I'm welding out of position, let's say vertical up, you know, I'm going to need some type of technique, so I can't just run it up, especially with solid wire. You know, dual shield flux core, we could easily do that, but if it's solid wire, is there any type of options for this flex track that we can install on here to get some type of weave pattern?
Yeah, so we have two different oscillation options. Right now we just have the horizontal, but we also have a vertical oscillator. We also have vertical or voltage height adjust too.
Let's see. Another question that some of you might have is, what can you use on a track system like this? Is it just MIG? What other type of processes, Josh, do you think we could use on this track system?
Pretty much you can use anything that you can put into the clamp here. Plasma torch. cost you fuel, no, sky's the limit. If it fits in the holder, you can use it.
Okay. What about competitive equipment? Can we put competitive welding equipment in this Fronius flex track?
If you really want to, but why?
So yeah, you can put competitive welding equipment in the flex track. So you do have the versatility of it. And if you span down here, Mr. Beach, you'll notice we have 2 system controllers. What is this one? Again, this is
just the FRC 45. No, you could use this one. It has all of your speeds on it, so you can adjust the speed of your oscillation, how it actually controls that. This one here has a digital screen. It's a little bit fancier. You can actually control a TPSI, wire feed speed, arc length control, dynamic, all that stuff right here from this pendant.
The cool part is like, oh my god, the magnets. No, they're not that heavy, but they have magnets on it. So if you are doing anything like I-beam work, you can stick it right to your I-beam. Thumbs up on that one right there. So what are we gonna do, Josh? What are we doing right now?
Right now, we got the TransSteel 2200 hooked up with an 035 ER70 wire, nothing too terribly fancy there. And we're just gonna do a open corner.
So we're gonna do an outside corner using the stitch timer on the TransSteel 2200, which is a 110-220. It's my favorite, and you should all know TransSteel. Let's get going. You ready?
Sounds good.
I'm running the TransSteel 2200 at 24.8 volts to 420 inches a minute on a stitch mode, which is going to give us that MIG-like TIG look by turning the arc on and off by itself.
Okay, Josh, what do we got?
And we're going to be traveling at 9 inches a minute.
Okay, we all prepped. We got
We
it in
are.
9. Are you ready to fire in the hole?
Let's do it.
Operate that trigger, Beach.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
The ground stuck it. The ground. Alright, let's flip it over. Let's get a little. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Good stuff. Good work, sir. Good work, sir. Good work, sir. What's going on, everybody? We are here with the Fronius TransSteel 5000, big brother to the 2200. We're running about 400 inches a minute at 27.7 volts with 045 solid wire, 9010 CO2. And we have Corey here with the lovely Flex Track 45. And you have our wire feed or our travel speed set to
14 inches a minute.
Inches a minute. Any weave?
No.
No weave. So we're gonna run this fillet weld in what? 3, 2, 1, go. How's it look?
It's alright. A little slow.
Test 2, 20, longer contact tip to work distance. You ready?
Yep.
Hold on. Set, go.
Ready?
Yep. Thanks for watching. This is Chris, Corey, and Josh signing off. And if you have any suggestions regarding future content, let us know in the comments below. See ya. What do you guys say?
See you.
See you.
Jugs a poppin'.